Welcome to the middle of nowhere, the forest. You know why I love missions? Because you can't put it into a box. Did your phone just go off? Josh? Welcome to the great outdoors. Do you know why I love missions? Mainly because you can't put it into a box. Most people think that in order to be a missionary, you have to be an evangelist. You have to go to another country and you have to say, blah, 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 Jesus! Which is awesome, because I've done that. It's a lot of fun. I love being around kids and singing songs with them and stuff like that. But it's so much greater than this. God designed us to be so much more creative and to step out of our box and find different ways to bring the gospel. And you know what's fantastic? That even the most creative person that you could think of, let's say Van Gogh or Kandinsky, two of the most famous artists of the century, even though they were super creative, God is way more creative than they are because He created them to be creative. And just thinking about how awesome they are, my gosh, God is amazing. So what's great about the ropes course is that it gives me a chance to just encourage people and lift people up and spread the gospel and bring kingdom principles down and to be able to share with them the good news in a creative way. It's fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about going beyond your boundaries. Have you ever been in a situation, I know I am in this situation right now actually, have you ever been in a situation where you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this, or I can't do this, or how can I do this more effectively? Like, I'm working on this. What's great about that is that we always have people and we always have relationships to help us conquer and overcome our fears. It's fantastic because, I don't know, relationships are awesome, and it's really interesting. Lately I've been hearing people at work and different places just randomly on the street being like, relationships just aren't worth it to me, you know? They say that that's why they don't make friends, because relationships aren't worth it to them and they're not going to last. False. Not true. Relationships are the most important thing after the end of the day. In the end, everything will just disappear, but relationships will last forever. And so this is the whole thing about the ropes course, is that we help each other overcome our fears. We help each other by inspiring creativity. We help each other by being like, oh my gosh, what if you try it this way instead of this way? And you're like, oh my gosh, I never would have thought of that. Oh, you're brilliant. So true. And besides, relationships are so genuinely beautiful. Oh my gosh. They're like gold. Just spills all over the place. It's great. I wish I had more adjectives in my vocabulary. I apologize. Anyway. So, this is what I believe, guys. I believe that relationships are the most important thing. So simple. And how far are you going to go to make your relationships worth it, you know? How far are you going to go to fight for your friends and your family and for the people around you, for your neighbors? Because your neighbors are just as brilliant as anybody else. The most important relationship that we could ever have is the one that we have with Jesus. This is why I want to do ropes, to remind people of that. And to tell them that relationships are so worth it. That's all. I'm gonna go walk. Bye.